How's it going, everybody? So we're gonna be working on the turboed Civic again. You might be asking, now what are you doing to it? Well, I'm not really used to being in that slow of a car, so we're gonna see what happens if you turn it up. But I'm gonna try to make it to where it lives a little bit longer at the same time. So I'm going to be putting head studs in it. We have a 4-bar map that's coming, and we're going to do 50% C16 race fuel and then 50% 93 octane in the fuel tank. IFO is coming up. It's May 2nd at in Topeka, so we're going to get this thing going and try and make it go faster. Alright, couple things. So, first of all, this stud and this stud both go in further than all the other studs. And I made sure every single thread and everything was out of it. So, I don't know. I'm going to put the head back on and see what they look like inside the head. And if they are good, then I'm going to send it. Might help if I put the head gasket on first. Yeah. ARP stuff on both sides of the washer and on the threads. Alright guys, day 2 on the ARP head stud install on the Civic in preparation to turn this thing up. So we're just going to jump right into it. Alright, everything's back together. Moment of truth. See if this thing's going to fire up and not leak and not be out of time. So. What's up guys, so it's a new day. We're going to keep going with this video because I know only thing I gave you guys was the head gasket and the head studs. And this is really the whole concept of the video. We're getting new turbo. Woo. Look at that. So we're getting a new turbo because the turbo that's on it has a .60 AR exhaust housing, and I'll insert the data log clip here. Okay everybody, so we have a picture of my data log. What we are looking at is the top section, the green line. It's PWM, and then as a 51% because that's where we're at, but the 51% is about in the middle. And what that is the fact of whenever it is all the way to the top, it's below 8 psi. When it's at 51%, it's above 8 psi. And see how it kind of goes all the way to the top, drops down, and is down for a while, then jumps back up to the top, and then comes back down. What it's doing is it's actually losing boost for a few hundred RPM below 8 psi, and the computer sees that, so then it closes the gate until it gets above 8 psi, and then it comes back down. So I could probably fix this with some tuning, boost my gear by RPM, but at the same time, I am not getting full boost until around like 5,000 RPM. So that's another reason why we are changing to this turbo, is so we can have full boost around 3,500 RPM. Alright, so as you can see, we need a new turbo so this thing can actually spool within a decent time. This thing doesn't make a crazy amount of power, so it'd be nice to get into the power sooner and carry it, along the whole power band or RPM range. So I've done a lot of time lapse for you guys, so I think I'm just going to show you the before and after and get this thing done. And yeah, so new turbo time. I love it. Alright, so a little side-by-side comparison. Excuse the dogs barking. That one's way smaller than that big guy. And I'll get the back side. Alright, here's the big thing. That exhaust wheel housing versus that one. So it took a lot to spin that one. Hopefully it doesn't take that much to spin this one. And this thing torn apart. Awesome. Alright, let's get it back together. This is what we had to resort to because it started raining. That's great. But we didn't get the turbo in. Crazy. This exhaust does fit in my little hole. This is a few things. So my fitting that was in the other turbo for the oil feed does not work. And I need to shorten some of these bolts. They're too long. They bottom out in the housing. So yeah, that's pretty much going to do it. We still have a few things on the fuel side. I need to pop this piece off and either probably weld that hole together and put that back on. And I need to make the return side of things. Well, I'm going to do all that. And so May 2nd is IFO, Import Face-Off. We're going to try to get the car to go there. It's in Topeka, Kansas at Heartland Motorsport Park. And see what we can do. Maybe get a few more fans and maybe a few more subscribers. That would be awesome. We are also going to be turning this thing up 15 psi. Hopefully it doesn't hurt it. I've heard a lot of things on it, but we're going to see. We're going to experiment on it. What else? What else? So we are going to do a few more things, like because of the possibility of turning it up, hurting the motor, maybe even breaking a rod, having it. I'm going to put a belly pan on it, so if something like that does happen, we don't scatter the guts all over the track and have a lot of people mad at me for shutting down the track for a while. But yeah, I mean, this thing's all fun. If you guys want to support the channel and see us get into an actual garage eventually, hit that subscribe button. That's free. I'm not asking for anything else. You guys are awesome, especially if you made it this far. Hit the subscribe button, and we're going to see y'all in the next one.